Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and build the absolute ultimate itinerary for your trip to the Jurassic Coast. If you've ever wanted to walk in the footsteps of prehistoric giants or even literary legends, you are exactly in the right place. Today, we're putting together a super practical, comprehensive guide for visiting the historic Lyme Regis Museum and tackling one of their famous fossil walks. Let's get into it. So, here's our agenda for today. Number 1, welcome to the museum. Number 2, planning your fossil walk. Number 3, discovering Mary Anning. Number 4, Jane Austen in Lyme. And finally, number 5, school and family activities. Welcome to the museum. We're kicking things off at the beautiful Edwardian Museum, built way back in 1902. But get this, it's not just sitting on any random plot of land. This building was constructed right on the site of the former home and the very first fossil shop of the legendary paleontologist Mary Anning. It's super cool because you've got this classic Edwardian architecture, sharply contrasting with the ultra-modern, striking black exterior of the newly added Mary Anning wing. It's just a fantastic blend of the old and the new. Now, before you start packing your bags, you'll definitely want to jot down these opening times. You'll find the museum on Bridge Street in Dorset, right on the Jurassic Coast. They're open Tuesday to Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and just remember they are closed on Mondays, unless it happens to be the Dorset school holidays. Oh, and here's a fun little detail. When you get there, look down. There are these beautiful code stone fossil ammonites set literally right into the pavement outside. It's a great little nod to the area's rich paleontology right at your feet.
Moving right along to Section 2, planning your fossil walk.
You've got to know going in that these walks are the real deal. You're heading out onto a totally natural beach environment at Lyme's famous East Beach and Black Fen. And because the terrain is uneven, slippery, wet, and, covered in seaweed in places, it's a big no-go for buggies, baby carriers, wheelchairs, or walking aids. It's a genuinely physically demanding 2.5 to 3 hour adventure. Because of that, the museum has a super strict rule. Absolutely no children under 6 are permitted on the walk.
So, what's this adventure going to cost you? Well, the 2026 adult price for the fossil walk is £18.95. And what's really great about that is it actually includes your entry into the museum. If you're bringing kids aged 6 and over, or if you're a student, tickets are £12.75. Oh, and if you're looking to save a few bucks, check out their low season discount in March and November. That brings the adult ticket down to £16.95. To grab your spot, you just follow 4 incredibly simple steps online. It's a super straightforward checkout process, but seriously, a word to the wise, book early. These walks fill up so fast during peak times. Once you're all booked, aim to meet outside the museum 10 minutes before your designated start time, and definitely make sure you're dressed sensibly for the weather. Section 3, Discovering Mary Anning. Inside that striking modern extension we talked about earlier lies the Mary Anning Wing. This is their flagship 54-square-meter geological gallery dedicated entirely to her absolutely groundbreaking scientific discoveries. It's just packed with these spectacular displays of marine reptiles that used to swim in the Jurassic seas. We're talking giant ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs. It's a really immersive space that makes the story of the world's first great fossil hunter and an incredible early woman scientist super accessible to everyone. And the museum's global importance was probably best captured by its patron, the one and only Sir David Attenborough. When he inaugurated this very wing back in July 2017, to a crowd of literally hundreds of people, he emphasized just how crucial Lyme Regis is to the whole science of geology. I mean, having someone of his stature declare Mary Anning the world's first and greatest fossil hunter really puts into perspective the historic ground you're standing on. Section 4, Jane Austen in Lyme. Let's leave the Jurassic fossils behind for a second and step right into the fashionable 19th century literary scene. Because Lyme Regis isn't just about rocks, it's actually a massive pilgrimage site for book lovers too. When you track her timeline, you can see how a simple family summer vacation in 1804 turned into literary history. Austen passed away in 1817, but just a year later, her final great novel, Persuasion, was published posthumously, and the central pivotal link of that entire novel is set right here in Lyme Regis, permanently cementing the town as a literary landmark. It is so fun to contrast the muddy, rugged fossil hunting with Jane Austen's elegant vacation activities. And we actually know all the details of her 1804 trip thanks to the letters she wrote to her sister, Cassandra. She wrote about strolling along the famous local cob, dancing the night away in the assembly rooms, and apparently overdoing it a bit while using a bathing machine. But honestly, my favorite detail, she actually got into a whole dispute with her landlord over the price of a broken jug. It's just such a wonderfully humanizing glimpse into her life. What you really need to take away here is just how profound Austen's impact on the town was, and still is. Did you know the poet Lord Tennyson visited Lyme Regis specifically to see the landmarks connected to Jane Austen's novel? He actually cared more about that than the local historical battles. Her incredibly vivid descriptions have also inspired 3 major screen adaptations of Persuasion over the decades, all of them using Lyme Regis as this gorgeous filming location. Finally, Section 5, School and Family Activities. If you're a teacher planning a field trip or a parent wrangling the family, you are going to want to pay close attention here. Lyme Regis Museum is actually the most popular museum in Dorset for school visits. Let's compare 2 of their top school workshops, the Discover Mary Anning and the Fossil Polishing workshops. Both are fantastic 3 to 4 hour experiences, and amazingly, they both cost just £8.95 per pupil, with teachers going completely free. The Discover workshop covers a talk, fossil handling, and a gallery tour. But the fossil polishing option kicks it up a notch by letting students actually polish a real ammonite fossil to keep as a hands-on souvenir. Now, if you want to get your students out of the classroom and into the field, the fossil hunting workshop is absolutely unmatched. It's led by a real paleontologist and science communicator, starting with an intro talk, taking the class past the Mary Anning statue, and then getting them right out onto the famous beaches to hunt for actual Jurassic fossils. But, and this is absolutely vital for teachers planning the day, the timing of this entire workshop is entirely dependent on the daily coastal tide times. You are quite literally building your schedule around nature itself. So, armed with all this practical knowledge, from conquering the muddy terrain to understanding the massive legacies of Mary Anning and Jane Austen, the only question left is, are you ready to experience the magic of Lyme Regis for yourself? Whether you're hunting for ichthys or bones or strolling the Cape pretending you're the star of a 19th century novel, this coastline has something truly unforgettable waiting for you. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and happy travels!